Welcome back to the GovCon Intel Briefing, produced by cybercloudai.tech. I'm Alex, and joining me as always is the brilliant Maya. Today is July 3rd, 2026, and we've got a packed show for you, diving into the federal landscape. Here at cybercloudai.tech, we're all about empowering small businesses and GovCon teams with top-tier cybersecurity, cloud, AI, and federal capture strategy, all without that Fortune 500 overhead. We bring you the insights you need to stay ahead.
And I'm Maya, ready to unpack some seriously juicy intel. Alex, it feels like the federal space is just buzzing with activity, especially in our wheelhouse of cyber, cloud, and AI. Let's not waste any time and jump straight into some near-term opportunities and those crucial RFP and RFI signals we've been tracking.
Absolutely, Maya. First up, a big one for anyone working with the DoD. Federal News Network reports that the Department of Defense has just issued guidance as the ban on Chinese companies takes effect. Michael Catanazzi, a key voice on this, emphasized that people need to get ahead of it, warning that asking for a waiver in 2027 is going to be a painful process for everyone involved. This isn't just a compliance headache, it's a massive opportunity for companies that can step in with compliant alternatives.
Oh, for sure, Alex. This is a huge signal. If you're in the supply chain or you're providing components, software, or services to the DoD, you need to be scrutinizing your entire stack right now. We're talking about everything from hardware to embedded firmware. The DoD isn't messing around, and this creates a vacuum for trusted, secure vendors. It's a prime example of where proactive compliance and secure sourcing become a competitive advantage, not just a checkbox.
Exactly. And speaking of the DoD, another critical piece of news from Federal News Network points to cuts at the DoD's Independent Testing Office, DOT&E. These workforce reductions are increasing the risk of undetected flaws in weapon systems. Personnel are now overseeing more programs, often outside their technical expertise. This is a serious concern for national security, but also, Maya, a clear signal for the private sector.
Aha! You hit the nail on the head, Alex. This screams opportunity for independent verification and validation, or IV&V services. When an internal team is stretched thin and lacks specialized expertise, that's precisely when external, unbiased experts become invaluable. Think about it. If you can offer specialized testing, cybersecurity assessments, or performance validation for complex weapon systems, especially those incorporating advanced tech like AI or IoT, the DoD needs you. It's about mitigating risk, and that's a service always in demand.
Definitely. Now, shifting gears slightly but staying in defense, Defense Scoop reports that the Pentagon just awarded a substantial $500 million contract for counter-drone technology to AeroVironment. The Army Contracting Command Detroit Arsenal was the contracting activity. This isn't just a big win for AeroVironment, it highlights the ongoing urgent need for advanced counter-unmanned aerial systems, or CUAS capabilities, across the DoD.
Absolutely. The drone threat isn't going away, and it's evolving rapidly. This $500 million award is a clear indicator of sustained investment in this area. If you're developing anything related to drone detection, neutralization, electronic warfare, or even secure communications for CUAS platforms, the market is hot. Keep an eye on Detroit Arsenal for future-related procurements, because where there's one big award, there's often follow-on work or complementary needs.
Great point. And speaking of the Navy, Defense Scoop also noted that they're seeking new radar killer missiles. This RFI comes as the U.S. military works to boost its munitions arsenals. This is a direct call for innovation in a very specific high-priority area.
Oh, this is fascinating. Radar killer missiles? It sounds like something out of a movie, but it's a critical capability for modern warfare. This RFI is a direct signal for defense primes and innovative smaller companies with expertise in advanced guidance systems, electronic warfare, and precision munitions. If you have a breakthrough in targeting, stealth, or countermeasures for these types of systems, the Navy is listening. It's not just about building more, it's about building smarter and more effective.
And rounding out our opportunity segment, Defense Scoop also reported that Hegseth is realigning DoD's scattered unmanned and autonomy work under a new drone boss. While a Pentagon spokesperson declined to share whether an interim DRPM UXS director has been named, this consolidation is a significant organizational shift.
This is huge, Alex. When you see a realignment like this, it means someone is trying to bring coherence and efficiency to a previously fragmented area. For GovCon, this is an opportunity to get in early with the new leadership, understand their vision, their priorities, and where they see the gaps. If you're in unmanned systems, AI for autonomy, or even secure data links for these platforms, you need to be tracking who gets that DRPM UXS director role and start building relationships now. It's about getting your solutions aligned with their new consolidated strategy.
Excellent advice, Maya. Let's pivot now to some broader agency and customer intelligence that can help shape your capture strategies. First, some exciting news from DefenseScoop. The Air Force and Space Force recently combined multiple AI tools in their latest battle management experiment. The multi-decision advantage sprint for human-machine teaming wargame demonstrated that AI tools can significantly improve the Air Force's command and control operations.
This is a prime example of AI moving from concept to operational reality, Alex. The multi-decision advantage sprint name itself tells you they're focused on speed and effectiveness in complex scenarios. For companies, this means showcasing how your AI solutions can integrate seamlessly into existing C2 systems, enhance decision-making under pressure, and importantly, ensure data integrity and security. It's not just about having an AI algorithm. It's about demonstrating its practical, secure application in a high-stakes environment. Think about the data pipelines, the secure processing at the edge, and the human-AI collaboration interfaces. That's where the real value is.
Absolutely. And moving to another critical agency, FedScoop reports that the NNSA, the National Nuclear Security Administration, aims to balance modernization and asset protection amid their Genesis mission. Administrator Brandon Williams highlighted that cloud services help the government keep pace with industry, especially as the agency announced its first enterprise environment for secret/restricted data. This is a massive step for NNSA.
Oh, this is a goldmine for cloud and cyber providers, Alex. NNSA moving secret/restricted data to an enterprise cloud environment, that's not just modernization, that's a monumental trust signal. It means they've done their homework on security, compliance, and data sovereignty. If you have expertise in secure cloud architecture, data classification, zero trust implementations, or even specialized compliance for highly sensitive data, NNSA is a prime target. They're looking for partners who understand the unique challenges of protecting national security assets in a cloud-native world. This isn't just any cloud. It's secure cloud for secret data. It's a whole different ballgame.
That's a fantastic distinction, Maya. It really underscores the depth of expertise required. Now, let's broaden our view a bit and look at some budget and market movement signals that could influence your long-term planning. We've seen some chatter recently. For instance, a GovExec video from a while back reminding us of the potential impact of a debt ceiling breach. While that specific crisis has passed, the underlying fiscal pressures remain, and it's a good reminder that budget stability is never a given in federal contracting.
Yeah, that's a good historical marker, Alex. It's a constant reminder that while we chase opportunities, we also need to keep an eye on the broader economic and political currents. Fiscal uncertainty can impact everything from contract awards to payment schedules. Always have a contingency plan, folks.
Indeed. Another item. Federal News Network reports that House and Senate Democrats are ringing alarm bells over a draft grants rewrite. OMB has already received over 3,600 comments on the revision to 2 CFR Part 200, with comments closing on July 11th. This could have significant implications for how federal grants are administered and managed.
This is a big one for any organization that relies on or manages federal grants. Changes to 2 CFR Part 200 can impact everything from reporting requirements to cost allowability. If you're providing grant management software, compliance services, or even financial consulting to grant recipients, you need to be tracking these revisions closely. It's a compliance shift that will create new needs.
Absolutely. And on the GSA front, Federal News Network shared insights from Richard Boytel of the George Mason Baroni Center for Government Contracting, highlighting GSA's recent FAS Industry Day. It focused on new transparency and a fresh focus following a major reorganization.
GSA reorganizations always ripple through the GovCon community. New transparency and focus usually mean new priorities, new points of contact, and potentially new ways of doing business. If you're a GSA schedule holder or aiming to be one, understanding these internal shifts is key to positioning your offerings effectively. It's about aligning with the new GSA vision.
We also saw Federal News Network report that the Bureau of Prisons plans to close 6 institutions, citing extreme staffing challenges. This will impact about 500 BOP employees, and their union warns it will exacerbate an already difficult workforce situation. While not directly an opportunity for our core services, it's a signal of workforce stress within federal agencies, which can sometimes lead to increased reliance on contractors for certain functions.
That's a good read, Alex. Workforce challenges often translate into outsourcing opportunities for specialized services. And finally, a lighter note. Federal News Network also covered the Celebrating America 250 initiative across the federal government, with the Transportation Department rolling out their Freedom Moves You campaign. It's a reminder of the broader mission and public engagement efforts, which sometimes involve tech and comm support.
A nice touch of patriotism there. All right, Maya, let's bring it all together. Based on these signals, what are 3 practical capture actions our listeners should be taking right now?
Okay, 3 solid actions. First, given the DoD's ban on Chinese companies, proactively audit your supply chain for DoD contracts. Identify any potential compliance issues, and if you offer compliant alternatives or supply chain risk management services, start developing targeted outreach. Remember Michael Cadenazzi's warning, don't wait until 2027 for a painful waiver process. Position yourself as the solution now.
That's a critical first step. What's next?
Second, with the cuts to DoD's independent testing office and the increasing complexity of systems like AI and battle management, focus on offering specialized independent verification and validation, IV&V. Highlight your expertise in cybersecurity, performance testing, and secure integration, especially for AI/ML systems and critical infrastructure. The DoD needs external eyes and specialized skills to ensure their systems are robust and secure. Show them how you can fill that expertise gap.
That directly addresses a clear pain point. And for the third action?
Third, leverage the NNSA's Genesis mission and the Air Force Space Force AI experiments as prime examples. Target agencies like NNSA with secure cloud modernization and AI integration expertise, emphasizing your understanding of highly sensitive data classification and compliance. Showcase how your secure cloud solutions and AI capabilities can meet stringent federal security requirements, enabling modernization without compromising asset protection. It's about secure innovation.
Fantastic, Maya. Those are 3 incredibly actionable insights for our listeners. This has been a really insightful briefing.
Always a pleasure, Alex. The GovCon landscape is dynamic, and staying on top of these signals is what makes all the difference.
It truly is. And that wraps up our GovCon Intel briefing for today. We hope these insights help you navigate the federal market more effectively. Remember, for expert GovCon cybersecurity, cloud, AI, compliance, and capture support, visit us at www.cybercloudai.tech. We're here to help your small business or GovCon team succeed without the Fortune 500 overhead.
And don't forget to check out our other technology and GovCon podcasts. You can find them all at www.cybercloudai.tech/Spotify. Thanks for tuning in.
We'll catch you next time.